a late night live real quick to ask y'all some questions. I need a haircut. Okay, guys. We were talking about gardens earlier. Me and Reagan, particularly. The problem we have with the. Hey, Kelly. The problem we have with starting gardens down here early is we always have a freaking freeze or a frost around Easter. It's always right before Easter. We'll have a freeze or a frost, and so one year I planted. I think I told y'all this last time. I planted 26 rows of. Hey Wanda, Louisiana style. We got two Louisiana people in here, Wanda and Kelly. I planted 27. Hey Gloria, Jennifer. Oh, Jefferson Martial Arts. I planted 27 rows of corn, and I planted it a few weeks before Easter, and they got. Hey Terry, yeah, I can't stay on there very long. I say hello, and then nobody ever says hello back, so I figured I'd force a hello. And yeah, Gloria's a Louisiana transplant. Anyway, so we had a frost, and my corn was about 4 inches high. Hey Gloria, hey Suzanne. Suzanne and Gloria, y'all have the same, almost have the same icon picture. So I get y'all mixed up. It killed all my corn. And then last year, everybody was planting. I went in there and say hello, Terry. I said hello several times and nobody said hello back. So I said, I'm going to make them say hello back. Anyway, so last year I planted again before Easter, and also we had another frost, and our garden didn't do very well. So, and then if we wait till after Easter, then everything seems to like get a very late start on the plants. So we planted a lot of plants under the carport. And they seem to do pretty good. We bought a lot of plants. Look, if y'all buy plants for your garden, if you can get them at Lowe's or Home Depot, they're better. They seem to do better than the ones from Walmart. Now, if you get like some tomato plants and they die, that's why I said save your. Well, I'm telling y'all, save y'all's receipts, because if any of those plants die, hey Laura Larson, you can take them back to Lowe's and Home Depot and they'll replace them. I don't think they'll give you your money back, but they'll definitely replace the plants. So, but I don't think they would replace them if you did something stupid like planted them right now, knowing we might still have some more, because they already have garden plants out there. We were by the Lowe's the other day and they had tomato plants, big old tomato plants already out there selling them. So I don't think that they would survive a freeze, even though we may or may not get another freeze here in Southeast Texas to the end of April. When is Terry? When is Easter? Isn't Easter in April? Because I was watching. There's one garden show here in Southeast Texas. It's not too far from me, and he's already starting his spring garden, and I just don't understand it, because every time we do that, the freaking frost gets them and kills them. Well, the ones that are sensitive to the cold, it kills them. And we've not had any luck in Southeast Texas with nothing. We haven't had any luck. Nothing. I thought you'd already be in bed by now. That's why I didn't send you a text. We haven't had any luck with potatoes at all. I had 5 containers of potatoes, and Reagan had 2 huge containers with potatoes. I didn't even ask him. I don't think he got any. Kelly, did Reagan get any potatoes out of those plants that he did in the garden in those containers? Negative? Okay. My dad said that he'll buy bales of hay and plant the potatoes in the bales of hay with no dirt or anything. Just plant them in the bale of hay and keep the bales of hay kind of moist. And he always has wheelbarrows full of potatoes. That's nothing. That's what we were just talking about. There's been a couple of times we planted before Easter, and a frost always got them. We always get a frost or a freeze right before Easter. And if you have anything coming up out of the ground at Easter time, it's going to get them. But so I kind of wanted to see, what region y'all were in, and when y'all started planting. I know Gloria does a lot of planting on inside with lights, and we do ours outside. Now we have extreme heat down here too in Texas, Louisiana. That will kill the plants real quick. I would do that with the shower curtains, but our garden is so I'd have to buy a whole bunch of them to cover the garden. It's not like we have acres of garden or anything, but we do have I don't know how many square feet it is, but it's pretty good size. Y'all will see it when I start doing it. Hunt Easter eggs in the snow. May is safer. Okay. I think maybe we can plant I could do the seedlings, outside under the carport because it won't, it'll freeze, but it won't get no. I don't think it's the freeze that kills them. It's the frost. When the plant actually freezes itself from being wet, is what I've gathered. So anyway, we want to plant okra for sure. We did really good with okra last summer. Tomatoes for sure. I want to do butter beans. Okay, Terry, I will. So that garden on the end of the carport where we got the grapevines, butter beans viney or bushy? Do they make bushes or vines? Anybody know? I think bushes. Okay, good. So on that end of the carport where I have the raised bed garden over there, I will just cover that in butter beans because butter beans are very expensive and they're very hard to come by. Here they are anyway. A little bitty bag of butter beans, and it's not even like a regular bean bag. It's just a small square looking bag. They want almost $5 for it. So we're going to do okra, nothing. We're going to do tomatoes. We're going to do butter beans. Probably definitely going to do cucumbers again. We had a lot of luck with cucumbers last year, and peppers. All our peppers just went crazy. Some bell peppers better than others, like the purple bells and the different colored bell peppers weren't so great. But oh, can you do both varieties? Oh wow. Uh, Maybe I don't know if I would like to have a vine. I don't know. I'll probably try to buy a vine. Whatever I get, whatever butter beans I can buy at the store, and I get them to start. I can get them to. Hey, thank you, nothing. I can get them to start growing, whatever they are, then that's what they'll be. 52 pepper plants. Wow. Hey, CB. We didn't do too good with eggplants, but I think Reagan and Kelly did. Now, Teresa makes an eggplant jerky, I think is eggplant. What was it she made, Kelly, with the eggplants? Um, Dehydrated eggplant jerky or something like that. Eggplant jerky. Yeah, that stuff was off the chain good. And we gave some to Kelly and Reagan, and they liked it. So I think if we could get some eggplants to grow, which I've never tried, they probably do pretty good. Banana and bell peppers do good here, but we had different varieties of bell peppers. And some of them, like the purple bells, they were real pretty, and some of them didn't get that big. They were beautiful, but they didn't get very big at all. Yeah, I made dehydrated watermelon, but watermelon here takes forever to grow, and it takes up a lot of space. That area that we put sand down to build our tiny home, that might be a place to just throw some watermelon seeds out there and see what happens in the spring. But but you put watermelons or any cantaloupes or anything like that in your garden, it will take over your garden. Just like cucumbers and stuff like that, you got to run them up on a fence. We actually had cantaloupe one time and had it running on a fence line, but it was just the cantaloupes would get too heavy for the fence. Yes, it was a dehydrated eggplant. It had brown sugar, maple syrup, and I think she put liquid smoke in it. Uh, and it was off the chain good, guys. Didn't even taste like eggplant. But I love eggplant, though. We used to have a restaurant here in Baytown in Pasadena called, it was a cafeteria style restaurant. Not Arby's. It was called Wyatt's Cafeteria in Pasadena, Texas. But in Baytown, Texas, it was called, man, I cannot remember the name of it. But they had like an eggplant casserole. And that thing was, that stuff was good. So that's the only way I've ever had eggplant was with that casserole. I've never had fried eggplant, anything. And then the way eggplant parmesan, that sounds really good too. Actually, no, I think Teresa made me some stuffed eggplant or something one time. No, it wasn't Ryan's. Nothing. It was a cafeteria. Um, in Baytown, and they just recently closed it down. I think because of the and it's been open for years. But man, I can't. Luby's, that's it. Luby's Cafeteria. They had an eggplant casserole there, man. I would make a meal out of that stuff. But anyway, I have to go to bed early tonight. I know Reagan is full of paperwork tonight. He's been working his butt off. But I got the man, there was something I wanted to tell y'all. But anyway, guys, wanted to talk a little bit about the gardening and see when y'all were going to start planting y'all's gardens. If y'all were going to do greenhouse or underneath something first. Eggplant is like a sponge. Anyway, just a kind of corny live stream I wanted to do tonight. I got to go to bed early because I got to get up extremely early tomorrow. And give her some Xanax, nothing. Just a little piece. That'll keep her calm and relaxed. Or a Tylenol. Oh my goodness, Terry, that sounds good. Yeah, I don't know if I would like it fried. I feel the same way about Squash, when you fry squash, it just seems really, really greasy, Gloria. I do like squash, though. Yeah, we're going to do a lot of garden videos, Laura. Am I saying that right? Lorif, 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 Larson. But Reagan and Kelly got us a little mini tiller for our raised bed gardens, and I actually was using it today because we're going to build another raised bed garden on the end of the she shed. But it's not going to be a garden, so to speak. It's going to be a raised bed for the blueberries and raspberries and schnozberries. All right, sorry about that. Want to make sure. It is. Terry Maddox, it is. It is. But anyway, guys, so we're gonna do so that y'all know how my raised bed is. We got the fence, and then we got the other raised bed on the outside, between the other outside raised beds and the inside raised beds. Eggplant lasagna. Teresa made me eggplant lasagna one time. It was really good. Hey, but we also tried, y'all see Teresa's in here. I'm telling them I'm fixing to go to bed. I wanted to do a quick live. Yeah, eggplant lasagna was really good. You couldn't even tell that it was eggplant. But if any of y'all have ever had, me and Teresa made spaghetti squash one time, and it really tasted like spaghetti. So... But, so what we're going to do is we're going to take the fence. I'd love to videotape all of this, but it would take forever. So we're going to take the fence that we have around the garden right now, and we're going to expand it to the outside garden, to the outside beds that we have. And then back behind where we have the spools, I want to make a raised bed garden there like we have on the around the outside now. I want to do it on the backside as well. Hey, good evening, South Florida. Teresa, look up Tiala. I never even heard of that. We haven't never tried growing spaghetti squash, Gloria. I think we're going to try. I want to try to do... Hey, Molly, good evening. I want to try to do spaghetti squash, eggplant for sure, and butter beans. My main goal this year is beans, butter beans. We might do corn again. We haven't had a whole lot of luck with the corn. We've gotten some ears off, but not enough to store away. Robert Moore, hello from the top of the Trinity River. We're at the bottom of the Trinity River, Robert, down here in Dayton, Texas. So we're thinking, definitely going to do butter beans. So they're going to do the butter beans on the garden, the raised bed garden next to the carport. We're going to move the raspberry, blueberry bushes that we have over there and put them in this other bed that is going to have, me and Teresa's going to build on the end of her she shed. And then, no, I don't want to do cantaloupe and watermelon. It just takes up too much space. I mean, if I do cantaloupe and watermelon, it's going to be in that sandy area where we put the, where we're going to build the tiny house. So, that's what we're going to just put them out there and just let them go, see what happens. Because they will literally take over a garden. We don't have groundhog problems here. At least I don't think we do. I've never seen any. But I think we're definitely going to do tomatoes. Like I said, tomatoes and okra. We had really good luck with the okra after it got established. and butter beans, maybe some corn. I'll have to talk to Teresa about that. I don't know if she's too hippity on that, the corn, because we haven't had a very good luck with the corn. We haven't had problems with the rats either, nothing. We had problems with rabbits, but and deer. We think a deer might have got some of our corn. Yeah, we're gonna take the fence down and put it on the outside of the. That's what I was just telling them, Teresa. And on the backside where the spools are, that whole length, before we put the fence up, maybe putting another raised bed there, like we have, so it'll kind of be all the way around. I think that would be cool. Give us more planting space. Yeah, our garden was jam up, Gina. Last year it was good. It was beautiful. We planted everything, but everything's kind of run down and dying right now. So I've been tilling up some ground and gonna have to replace some new boards in the raised bed garden, and we need to bring in some more material, some more dirt, at least a truckload or two, because I raised it. You're supposed to have, I think they said 6 to 12 inches, or 7 to 10 inches or something of soil, and we only had 6 inches. So we're gonna raise it up and see if that does any better. I think it will. Well, we have field corns here, Suzanne, a lot of them, but I think it's all field corn. I think it's cow corn, but it's still good. I ate some last year, but I've never asked the farmers if we could buy some from them. Yeah, we got a lot of work ahead of us, but it's been so wet. It's been raining. It rained every day, and we still got rain coming. I wanted to get out there and till the garden today, because I start tilling a few months before we start planting, get the soil mended. I've been putting a little bit of manure out there to mend the soil and tilling it in. Haven't put any fertilizer out there yet. We did a couple of gardens and swimming pools. Y'all see, we did the kiddie swimming pools. We put holes in them and did gardens in those. And I was really surprised at how well those things did. We'll have to add some more soil to that. We had some in the pots. Yeah, the corn I had out here on the side, it blew over. I don't know why. I planted the seeds deep. Thought they would establish the roots, Suzanne. But we had a good rainstorm after this. Got about 3 feet or 4 feet tall, and they all blew over. But I just stood them back up, and they all started growing. I didn't lose any of them. They all still grew. But yeah, for sure, that's what we're gonna grow. My heart is set on butter beans. I don't know why. I think we'll do good with them. I've never grown them, but we will see. Oh, that's a cool idea, Gina. Tracy, you see that? Turn 2 old fridges into beds. That would be a good idea. Did you have to make holes in them to drain the water out of them, Gina? Oh, Suzanne, I love butter beans too, but they're hard to get a hold of right now. And if you do see them, they're extremely expensive. That's why I'll do that whole garden bed over there with nothing but butter beans. So hopefully we can grow enough to store away. Get a couple of the big mason jars full of them. Hopefully, it's been a while since I had a good crock pot full of butter beans and ham hock. But anyway, guys, I just want to talk. Stop in here and talk to y'all about that. I'm fixing to hit the hay. Already had my shower. It costs $30 to bring refrigerators to the dump. No, not where we are. I can take them to the dump for free because I work for the county. So, or just take them to work with me and dump them off there. A lot of people take stuff anything that's like that, the refrigerators and stoves and ovens, That's all recyclable. You can sell that. You can sell that for scrap iron. Just take it. If you got it, if you already got it loaded up, just take it to your local scrap iron place and get you a couple of dollars for it, rather than paying somebody to take it. Yeah, I will. I'll sleep good tonight. I got to get up at 4 a.m. and get some stuff done around here, and get some breakfast cooked. But y'all have a good evening. We'll holler at y'all later. And I will, Terry. Good night, everybody. Good night, Teresa. Love you. Good night, Reagan. Good night, Kelly. Y'all be good. Good night, Terry. Everybody, good night. Good night, John Boy. All right. Yeah, turn it into a garden bed. Well, I want to try the potatoes. Before I let y'all go, I really want to try the potatoes in a bale of hay. Somebody said you could plant them in a bale of hay and they'll do just fine. So, good night, Mary Ellen. All right, guys. See y'all later.